welcome along and welcome back to Six Ashes. We are still on day 6 of summer, into late summer now, and we're just going to use the TW25 here to get the header trailer for the combine into the next field. We're moving on to field 5 here with this, with our rather large Lexion, and we're going to get that field done with this. Meanwhile, we're going to head out with our much smaller class that we own and start on one of the other contract fields a little bit closer to the shop. We actually have 5 contract fields left to get done. Oh, can we get this round here? Oh, this is not going to be easy. I think we're going to have to drive straight into this. Thankfully, we're not destroying any crop because we are, this is a contract. I'd like to get this down the side like that. Perfect. And then we can get the combine in here and get this sorted and on. But we'd never get that header into this field. So, let's reverse it up. And see if we can get it at an angle where the combine can get it on. There we are. Perfect. So yeah, we're going to get field 5 here done with our large 8900 Lexion. We're then going to go, when this has got started, and head over to field 72 is where we're going to get with our little class. Then we've got 74 up there we can do with our combine. And when this has finished, because field 5 is not going to take this very long to knock out, we can send this down to field 32 and get that field done. And then whichever combine is in best position to do it, we will get field 35 done last. There we go. And connect up. Whoa. There we are. Perfect. So where is our auger? It's run the other way. So we'll take this into the field here. If I can get myself so that I'm not too worried about the gateway here. It's actually quite difficult to see with all this up. So let's see if we can't close some of these. We don't need our big map up at the moment. Right, there we go. Yeah, let's close the gate. Don't need that open. And then we can get this into the field here. And then we can get this header trailer out the way as well. So, unfold my combine. And while that is doing, we'll connect all that up. Start up the header. Start up the thresher. Down we go. And in we go. And this should be putting straw down in this wheat as well. Yes, it is. Perfect. Right, now for our setup with course play. Course generation, field 5, starting direction automatic. We've not got any islands in this. 2 headlands as normal, clockwise. Headland passes first. Turn in the corners, which we didn't use last time. And then we want lands and generate. And look, there we go. Pretty good setup there by the looks of things. So let's go back, nearest waypoint, drive course, and that is away. Perfect. So with that getting started there, what we want to do next is get this header trailer out the way and get our baler probably started off behind this. We've probably got enough time actually to get fields baled afterwards, but we do have this issue that we know about, where we weren't able to bale a field after we'd finished. It may have been the crop, because we've not tried it with that crop again, but I do want to try and get this TW25 working as quickly as possible. Oh, a little bit through the hedge, behind the combine, just so that we know how well this is going. So let's reopen our gate so we can get our tractor out and hooked up to our very dirty looking baler now, before I head back over to the combine just to save that route so that we know we can get it sorted. So there and there and hook it all up. Perfect. No leads or anything to hook up. As we head back to the combine over here, and we want to pull this up and save this course. F5 harvest 8900. There we go. Now we can head back to this tractor here. Load. Oh no, back. I want to load the course, which is here. F5 harvest 8900. There we go. Called the other one, yeah, 9800. Never mind. Oh yeah, we need to clear all the courses off first. Right, and there. Good. There. We want to go from nearest waypoint. Turn this on. Drop it down. Get as much of this as we can off this first bump. And drive course. And away it goes. Really motoring is... Wow. No. That is wrong. Stop, driver. What was... Ah, we didn't put it onto... We put it on to drive it, not to actually work it, which is not good. So I'll take this bit back here and I'll correct this, and then I'll send it off again to get it working. So with our first combine set up and absolutely demolishing field 5, we are heading here to field 72. This is one of 2 fields of spelt we've got, so we're actually going to be delivering pretty much all the spelt from this field, I would guess, to try and work on both contracts, and then by the time we finish the really big one later on, we'll be able to do that. We should have enough fuel in this combine, I think, to be able to do this field. That is my hope. Let's get this up here. See if we can get the header trailer into a position where we can get it off. And in fact, yeah, we want to turn it, spin it round like that. That actually works in my favor for once. Ish. Right, no, we're going to need to get this on down the bottom, I think. Well, actually, no, better idea. We'll put it along this edge here, if I can avoid getting the combine stuck. Yeah, there we go. So bring this up here, a little bit into the crop. But that will get our header trailer into a position where we can easily disconnect it and then connect up our combine. So detach that and that. And spin this round and pull this back. And then, like our big Lexion, we can take this and just start it off. We're going to do 3 headlands with this, I think. Or maybe 4 would be better. Now this here, I don't know if we can actually get any... unfold that. Any straw off this. We'll give it a try. I think we're set to dump straw at the moment. Let's see. There we go. So that is currently shredding. So we'll see if this will... Yep, this will dump straw. So there we go. So as before, course generation, field 72. We do want to do simple bypassing of islands because we have an island of trees in this. No skipping rows, no multiple tools, headlands. I want to do 3 passes, turn in the corners, and give me lands. Here we go. And this is going to be more complicated. There we go. Wow. Look at how complicated that cut is. But that is because we've got this really weird... In fact, I don't like that. I think we might have to rework this slightly. That is horrible. Let's see if we can change that and generate a new course. Okay, that is so. Yeah, maybe this seems a little bit weird, but that is a better course because we've got nothing driving through the middle of that now. So that's the one I want to do. We will go back then, and we will save this as F19 Dom. Okay, save that. Next closest waypoint, drive course. And away that goes, and hopefully we'll be able to bail this up soon. Alexian is full, and well, has been full. We're just emptying it, so let's do that. I think we might fit all the wheat from this field into this single trailer. We're 75% full, and it might just be, yeah, enough in here to enough space left in here to get this. It's about 9,000. I'm a little bit worried about that combine avoiding those bales, in that I don't think it's going to. It's not doing too bad, he says, as it rides up one. Alexian is coming up to the end of the field, and yeah, we're well within the amount that we're expecting. At 4,600, yeah, we're going to be just a little bit under. So what I want to do is go and grab the other tractor. This should stop here, I think. Yeah, need to be unloaded. So let's get this tractor over here. I've actually stopped the T-dub. Basically, the bales on here have been causing utter chaos and not being able to... well, just basically the tractor keeps getting stuck and the combine has got stuck, and so what I'm going to try and do is get the combine to finish work on here, and hopefully we can avoid another bale, and then we'll take this off this field. We'll get the rest of this field sorted and baled, and then we'll come and pick up the bales afterwards. And then hopefully I can get the T-dub going on the other on the field where the Dominator is. So start the engine, do that, but we're going to try and bail this field up first before we move that over there and get the remainder of these bales, and we'll do this field ourselves rather than heading round. And that way I'll have a little bit more control over the baler, and then once everything's done, what we can do is go and get this sorted. So what I do is we're going to put this in, and we're going to go and put this on the header trailer, which we should be able to do. Unfortunately, I don't think we have enough space with this header. Well, we might have enough space with this header, especially if we put this more towards the back to tow it with this combine. Would make more sense with the amount of movement we're doing. So we'll go a little bit towards the back. That might work. And take that off. Disconnect everything. And then disconnect the header. Oh, I thought I had disconnected the hoses. There we go. There we are. And now we can take course play off there. And that is locked onto that trailer. Will it allow me to tow this all the way down there? Won't be so easy to maneuver at the other end, but we've got a lot to do with the class tractor up here. And I'd quite like to get this combine started down the bottom. I think we're going to be all right, you know. I think there's going to be enough clearance with that there to actually be able to do this. Yep, there is. Good. Right, so let's get this combine moving. Then we can go and deal with the other stuff down the far end. And yeah, we need to get the Dominator emptied as well. So with one field down, and while we move with the move to the next field with the Lexion. We're heading up here with the 7840 to come and empty our combine. It should be up, I think it's up the top end of the field. Yeah, it's up the top end of the field, so. Oh, wow. I'm glad I'm not hauling anything up this field. And I'm glad we went longest edge, because longest edge means that we're going across the slope, which is good news. This hasn't finished one headland yet, which is quite a good amount off here. Let's see how it's doing. I think it's because it's basically gone round everything up here 3 times. We've got, yeah, we've got all of this stuff up here. Come on. This tractor does have the oomph to pull this trailer. It's just that this is a very steep hill. Looks like we've got a couple of bits that have been missed, but nothing too major. Look at the steepness of that. Look at that view. Wow. But it's going 3 miles an hour up this hill because it is only a 2-wheel drive tractor, this. And there's no entry to this field from the top. Ideally, we want to just go straight. And it looks like, oh, I see what it's done. It's basically made some space for us to empty. And in fact, we've got to go all the way around here. That is a really tight little bit. No, going all the way up that hill was pointless. Let's bring it around here and around here. And we can actually get to this field other ways by the looks of things. Yeah, through that there might be a little bit less steep. And this field goes on for a bit. So if you bought this field, you could extend it out that way. Combine is over this way over here. Yeah, and it's just cut in enough, hopefully, for this to unload. Over here. Right, like that. Is that going to reach? That isn't going to reach. Wow, why did it move over that far? I'm going to have to go into the crop a bit to get this to unload. Bring it in and see if it'll unload that. This was my field. I wouldn't be overly happy about that, but that should work. Let's bring this here. Stop driver. Start the engine and empty that out. And I'm going to hide the course play stuff. There we go. And then I'm going to bring it back out and get it to go back on that line, because I think if it cuts in from here, it might have a problem. Well, actually, it should work from here. If I get, yeah. We won't go nearest waypoint. We'll just let this get emptied, and then we'll get it started back where it was, I think. There we go. That is empty. We'll put in the auger and take this out the other way rather than let that cut back into the field. I think it's just going to have a whole load of problems if we do that. And bring it around to here, nearest waypoint again, and drive course. And that should be all good. Going from there, and we can move this over and out the way here, because it's going to make it easily this far back around the field, looking at how much work it's done last time. And then what we're going to do is head over and get our Lexion to its next field. And we're now down the other end of the map. Field that we want is just in here. Now, if I remember correctly, this was a pain to get into previously. I don't think we've got a gate the far end, so it needs to be just around here, and hopefully we can maneuver the combine well enough to get it into the field. We had a problem last time because we had a beet harvester coming into here, but I think if we take this at the right angle, we should be able to get everything in it. It's that header trailer is very long, is our biggest trouble. So there we go. Bring that in. See if we can't get this to be as straight as possible. Yeah, there we go. Okay, into the crop a little bit, but otherwise, so close. Right, let's straighten that up. Yeah, so close. And now we're in a position where it just gets more difficult. Need to try and back that out. Whoa. And then pull it in, and hopefully it will swing round enough to not be an issue. Right. Back. The more it swings around like that, the harder that's going to be. Yeah, you see, like that. So I'm going to disconnect it here and see if we can lift this header off this trailer, if there's enough space to do that. Because I think we're getting stuck now with that around there. We should have enough space. Yeah, we've got enough space to do that under this tree. Not ideal, not exactly where I wanted to do this, but it should be enough for me to connect it. Let's see. Forward a little bit. I want to be as straight as possible. There we go. Right, and then lift that up. Because, yeah, that's still actually, that has worked really in my favor. That has lifted that trailer away from that gate. Maybe, just maybe, we can pull that out now. Thank you to the locking script for not unlocking. Connect that up. And in it comes. That worked. I can't believe that worked. Right, there we go. So we'll bring this around here like that. Disconnect that. And hopefully now the locking script will still detach for this header. Because if it doesn't, that is going to give me a problem. Bring it in. Over here. And done. Connect everything up. Lift it up. And back it off. Perfection. Right. Now the bit I'm going to do is to go into this part of the field here. Trying to maneuver it around these trees. So I'm going to turn my header on. I want to turn the thresher on. Drop this down. And we're going to spin around as we come in here. This way we know that we're going to miss the header trailer on the second run. Clear the current course. Generate a new one. For field 32, everything else, generate it, and it should do straight up and down. So perfect. Much simpler field this. Away we go, and then we can go and tip the wheat and get the rest of this, and then we can come and pick this up. But first we're gonna go and empty the Dominator again, which is on its third headland. And currently in need of emptying up here. So bring this alongside. And then we just need to get this all restarted. So stop driver, start the combine, empty that out. And once this is emptied, what we can do is head over and, well, we're going to have to go and empty this spelt. That's going to have to go into the sell point. And we're also going to have to go and empty the wheat. So, yeah, lots of dropping off for our first bits. Approaching the sell point now. We've got both tractors coming here at the moment to dump their loads. All of this spelt we've got in here needs to go in. It's not going to complete either contract that we have for that by tipping this. We don't want to put all of the wheat in. Fairly important that we don't do all that. So let's stop and follow me as he hits me up the butt and just tip this straight into here. to see how far it does and on which contract it places this. There we go. So that is the first lot. And then the wheat in that Joskin, we've only got 91% of the trailer. That will complete that field very, very nicely. And there we go. And of course our Lexion is now in need of emptying as well, so we need to get this big Joskin trailer on our class down there as quickly as possible. But that has got that done. That is 40% of field 72, so it is actually putting that against the right field, which is great news. This one, we now need to get this in here, and we have to drop the rest of this wheat off at our farm in our own silo once this is done. So I want to keep a close eye, and as soon as it says the contract is completed, stop this tipping. Because we don't want to sell any more of this than we have to, because it is very, very close. So tip that, and then as soon as this completes, it's going to be around about 10-15% left, I think. Wait, whoa, 22% left. Managed to save it with 16. How much wheat is that? 7,000 litres of wheat, so that's good. So field 5 contract completed. We need to go and empty the Lexion. So what I'm going to do is leave the Ford here for the minute. We'll just turn its engine off, and we'll go get our class down to help out the Lexion and get that emptied via the farm on the way, where I'll just dump the rest of this wheat. Having dropped off the wheat, we're now headed into field 32, where our Lexion is sitting here waiting to be emptied. And in fact, our Dominator has also filled up in the meantime as well. We're not quite right in... yeah, there we go. That'll be the right position. We need to get the combine started again. So we bring this up. Stop drive. Hopefully he should empty. No, is he not going to? Why is he not going to? That's a bit weird. I thought I was in the right position for that. Oh, wow, right up the front here. There we go. Now you should empty. Oh, he turns just as he turns the engine off. Let's try this again. Stop, drive. There we go. But he wants to keep going. So let's do that. No, you're going to be full soon, Combine. There we go. So we'll keep pace here. We'll empty this while going along. Get a nice full trailer. Keep this all going as smoothly as possible. And normally, if I was running on one combine, this is what I'd be doing. I'd be constantly trying to get the combine emptied, make sure that it was kept moving and everything like that. But with the way we've got this set up on here, I think it's a little bit of a push. I don't know if we're going to get all this baled. What I'm doing at the moment, though, is we just don't have the time to deal with the various issues we've had coming up from these bales on the fields that are a little bit more complex than the previous. So that will do. We'll leave our combine here, or we'll leave this tractor here, and we'll head up to the other field in the 7840 and get the Dominator emptied. It would be really good if we could get these two fields of spelt done today. It would make a massive difference. Why has my combine done that? I wonder if it's just the slope has got too much for it and it's just ended up going down it. But that is, yeah, I'm a little bit worried. So what I'm going to do is we're going to stop the driver. We're going to turn the engine on and unload this. but I'm a little bit concerned that it did that. Let's have a look at the actual course. Yeah, the course does not do that at all. We had a similar bit at the far end, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm wondering if it ended up that the combine got stuck and ended up going downhill a bit. Certainly means we can't unload going along on this field, because it will just cause too much problem. But yeah, I wouldn't like to try and unload going north, up down on this, because that combine just had an issue on there. But it is now empty, so drive course on it. It should be refilled soon with fuel. But yeah, that's just gone straight through there. So Lord knows what's caused that problem. I'm now delivering my first load of spelt off of field 32. And we know that this is going to be enough to finish field 72, which is the one that's actually being tracked at the moment. So I want to hold off tipping this for a moment until, well, the combine really is full on 72. Trouble is, it's only 60% full. I think actually we'll finish the contract on 72 with this, hopefully, and then whatever else we take off 72 will go towards finishing 32, and then we'll have a clear idea of what we have left. So let's tip this. Yeah, this is going to complete 72, and hopefully we'll do part of 32 as well. So that all goes in there. Oh, 100% transported for 72. The rest of this should go towards 32, I hope. Yep, and 11% transported for 32. So everything we have coming in here now goes towards 32's quota, which is great. And we're 10% of the way there for that one, with stuff still to come off 72 and 32. So hopefully this is still going to pay off, and we should have a nice big amount of spelt from these two contracts. And as we get back to field 32, both combines are now in need of being emptied. So we'll bring this over here. We'll turn our beacons off. We'll get the Lexian emptied first. So, as before, stop it, drive. Hopefully we're in the right position. Is it not going to put out its auger? That's a bit of a weird one. There we go. Auger is out. We can bring this over and fill our trailer up, and it should fill to the end of this row, like so. Then we can head over and grab this tractor. And actually, we've not got a huge amount of this field left, which is good news. Which also partly explains why the contract finished. Let's head over here, and we're going to do the same thing. Stop, drive. There we go. And I'm expecting the combine to move forward. Yeah. Now, all of this, everything in the tank will already fill this trailer. So I'm not expecting it to get much further. We are going to have to do a little bit of cleanup. We've got a few sections of this field. Whoops. Oh, this tractor cannot keep up. Come on. Hey, whoa. Wait, combine. Yeah, he's not willing to wait. He's heading down there. Oh, he's heading over to the other side of the field, because the way it's worked is that it's headed to do that, and we can't actually empty this while it's doing this section of the field. So we'll see if we can get it to empty as well. We're definitely not doing it up the hill, so we'll have to wait for that to finish. and sort itself out, I think. Yeah, trying to keep close with this. Not easy. The contract on field 72 is complete. But there's a little bit left off here. I'm hoping that despite the fact that we're running on fumes essentially here, we should be able to get this contract completed now. I don't know if we're ever going to get this straw off here. It's, yeah, there's, we're going to have to see if we can tackle this next time. But, yeah, there's not a lot of hope, I don't think, for getting this. We'll get it off the wheat field and that'll be good. To be perfectly honest, we're making enough money off these contract fields without having to worry too much about the straw. But it is a good amount of money if we can actually get this straw done. So we'll bring this round, and this is the last bit, and hopefully we'll be able to get this emptied before this combine runs out of fuel. Certainly, I think we're going to have to take it straight down to the fuel station. So turn off all of the engine and everything, and we'll turn that off. And we'll grab this tractor, take this over there, and get it emptied. Won't be everything off this field into this trailer. There's too much in the combine. We only have like 4,500 litres, and I think we got more than that in the combine. We'll find out in a moment. Let's have a look. How much we got in the combine? 6.5. Yeah, 6.5. So start the engine and empty the remains of this out, and then we can come back and empty the rest out in a bit. But that is this field finished, which is really good news. So while this is emptying, we're going to jump in our Axion and come and empty this. And it looks like, actually, this field is nearly done as well. I think our combine, similarly, is on the last row and should basically empty into here and finish this off. So let's jump out of here. Jump into here. Stop. And drive course. There we go. Nicely emptying, and we can go alongside it and empty to finish this off. Pretty good. I'm very pleased that we've got these two contract fields done. We've got the canola field just the other side of the farm that this Lexion will make very short work of. There we go, and we'll leave that there. And then we've got a field up the top, actually, that we'll have to get the Dominator on, but that's in a good position for that. All in all, though, that's a pretty good place to be. We'll stop this here. Stop driver. And, oh, that can put that down. And we'll put the auger out, ready to empty when it comes back. So I'll get these two dropped off. Should get everything here completed. And we can then, next time, turn our attention to the last two contracts and seeing whether we can get any of this straw on these spelt fields actually collected up. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.